aware how to include a header file of your own. So you have studied C programming language in your BSc graduation or any other diploma programs. You have studied the C language. So in C language, when you are writing the programs, you are including the header files. So several header files will be used in the C program. Normally we are using include stdio.h. And there are so many header files that will be used in the C programming language. One is stdio.h, the next one is conio.h, then assert.h, and this string.h. So there are so many number of header files that will be available in the C programming language. What is the purpose of using this header file is, so when you are using certain functions inside your programming code, so that functions will be already pre-processed inside the header file. So now what we are going to see is how you are going to include your own header files. That is the concept that we are going to see in this video. So when you are using this stdio.h header file, the print of scan of functions as well as this getch functions. So these functions that will be used in the stdio.header file. So when you are using this conio, that is console input output header file. So if you are using this file, you can include the clear screen of function as well as you have to include if you want to change the text color or background color, so you have to include this header file. If you are using some string manipulations, for example, if you want to concatenate two strings or compare two strings, or if you want to find out the length of the string, or if you want to find out the string inside the string. So for all these things, already there will be a predefined functions that will be included in a header file which will be called the string.h header file. So whenever you are using any functions, so you have to include some header files. Now let us see how to create your own header files. That is, you can assign the name of the header files also. That is the thing that we are going to learn today. Suppose if you want to add two numbers, what will you do? Normally what will you do? You just start to write the program. So include stdio.h into main of, and you are declaring the variables a and b, and after declaring the variables a and b, you get the input from the user and for a variable as well as the b variable, and finally it will be added in the third variable. The third variable is displayed on the screen. This is what we are normally doing when you are adding these two numbers. So if you are writing the same code in the function, so how you are going to write it? So this is the way you have to write this function. So void add of, so add is the function name, add is the function name, and inside the parentheses you are declaring what is a as well as what is b. So this a and b are the integer data type, and these int a as well as int b are given as the parameters, or you can say it is an argument. You are passing the values to the arguments. You are passing the values to the arguments. So these are the two parameters that will be used in the function add. So using these two parameters, what you are going to do inside the block. This is the block of this function. You may write so many instructions, whatever needed depend upon the problem. But here what we are going to do is, you are going to add these two numbers, that is all. So printf and added value, and you are doing the percentage d, that will refers the decimal, and this slash n which will be printed in the next line. So a plus b, when you are adding these two values, you are getting the added value. By the same time, you are going to multiply the numbers. So when you are multiplying the numbers, once again you have to declare what will be the data type of parameters. Here, int a as well as int b, I have declared. Okay, so printf, and you are going to again do multiplication, a star b. So you keep all these information inside a set bracket. You keep the block of statement inside a set bracket. One is for add and another one is for multiplication. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to now save the file. Normally what will we do? We are saving the file with the extension of .c in C programming language. So instead of that, what we are going to do is, we are going to save the file in the name with the extension of .h. So you have to give a file name. So this it, you have to mention it.h. It.h is the name given to the file. You may assign any one of your name. You can assign your own name also. For example, your name is something x. You can assign x.h. Okay. So you have to save the file in the name of with the extension of header file. So after saving is over, you have to include the header file in the main program. You have to include the header file in the main program. So this is the main program. Again, you started from include stdio.h, and here you have to include this it.h. So this it.header file, which consists of function add as well as mul. That will be a function that will be included in the it.header file. So what you are going to do is, you are including the it.h header file in the main program. And again you have to include this conio.h. And as you all know about what is con, that is console input output header file. You start the int main off. So this conio, when you are using this conio, you are using a function that is clear screen off. Clear screen off in the sense, so when you are executing this your program, so what happened on your screen? The other contents will be removed, and you are going to see only what you are going to display. So that is the purpose we are using this clear screen off. And again, what you are going to do, you are calling the function add 4, 6. So the 4, 6 is the value you are going to pass on to the header file it.h, and this value should be assigned to int a as well as int b. And these two values are added together, and it will be print the result. Again, what you are going to call? Again, you are going to call the next function, that is mul. Mul of 5, 5. So these two two values are again passed on to the second function, that is mark. So again into a comma b. So these two values are added together and the result will be shown here. And you have included this stdio.h. If you want to write some printf statement or scanf statement, you can add it here. You can add it here. So the next one is get ch of, and you all know about what is get ch of. When you are giving one character, that will be get out of it, then return 0. So this is the way you have to include a header file. How to include, how to create a function, how to call a function. Okay, let us see in the next. So the next example is, in the previous example we have studied about, so in the function you are passing two parameters. But here we are not passing any parameters. How to include this function in a header, as a header file? So void intro, this intro is the function name, and inside the parenthesis we are not passing any parameters. And printf, I am giving some statements. Hi, the next one is I am EHNSN college. Printf, how are you? So these are the three statements that will be executed when you are executing the main program. That is my task. That is my task. So okay, after writing all these statements, you have to give a file name. So what's the name you want to give? I wish to give this file name is ehnsnc.h. It's a header file. It's a header file. The last example given as it.h. So you may assign your own names. That is what I am saying. So this one is EHNSC and already one is it.h. So how to call this function in the main program? So you include stdio.h. The next one is you are including the header file. In what file name we have stored the header file? ehnsnc.h. So we have included this header file here. And into main of. You are starting the main program and you are calling the function. This is intro of. So what will be executed? It just executed. So I in the first line, I am EHNSC in the next line, and how are you in the third line? How are you in the third line? So this is the way the header file will be working on. So when you are creating a header file, you can write the functions and you can assign your own names, and it will be very enjoyable one when you are writing the programs. Thank you for watching this video. Let us see in the next one. Thank you.